Good morning from a rainy Kyiv. Some of you said that you really like my day in the life videos where I just show you what I do every day. So I'm gonna take you along. Today I'm actually gonna go back to the school on the left bank where I used to teach at, where I can technically still volunteer at. And then I'm gonna show you what the city looks like on a nice rainy day. And by the way, I started liking raincoats more than umbrellas. What do you guys think? Team umbrella or team raincoat? I think an umbrella is nice if you have a car and you want to just wear like normal clothes and you know, you're not going very far. You go from the parking spot to whatever and you just want to be completely dry. But if you're actually just walking around, a raincoat and rain pants, so much better. Agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments, guys. I'm curious. Here's team raincoat. Shout out. And here is my metro station. I am dreaming of moving to Podil, but this deal is taking so long as usual. Buying real estate in Ukraine has always been a pain in the ass, and now it's even more of a pain in the ass during war. I'm trying to buy officially with actual normal money transfers, not like crypto or a suitcase of cash, but it's been a pain in the ass. At Privat Bank and the old Soviet bureaucracy has not made it easier. I really hope they change this system, though the EU probably also has weird bureaucracy too. Welcome to Metro Zievietska. So I guess I'll give you an update on the apartment purchase. The $70,000 one, the two-room one, the one I really want, they are still not back in Ukraine. They went on vacation, but they were supposed to be back by now, and they haven't. So we can't even sign an agreement or anything. And they are asking for a suitcase of cash, which I don't want to do. The smaller, cheaper place, that one that I have a deposit on already, that one is so close to being finished, but the seller wants all these weird terms. And it's such stupid things I don't even want to talk about it. When my mom asks like how it's going, I'm like, listen, I'll tell you when it gets done, but I don't want to try to like translate all this into Chinese for you, because it's just stupid bureaucracy. Like for example, the seller has to sign a clause, you know, in the purchase agreement saying, okay, so he wants the money in US dollar equivalent on the day of me buying, because the hryvnia fluctuates sometimes. So I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense, right? So if the hryvnia goes down, I pay more. If the hryvnia somehow gets stronger, which it probably won't, I pay less. In general, the hryvnia only gets weaker. But then there's a clause saying that if he misrepresented like the ownership of the property, like let's say like it's not really his and it's found out and the government takes the property back, and then he has to return the money, which is normal. But he's like, well, I only want to return it in whatever agreement you gave me that day. But I'm like, yeah, but for me, I didn't even think about it. But the lawyer was like, yeah, but that's probably going to change if that ever happens, and you might only get half of what you got back. So it makes sense to peg it to the dollar. And he's like, no. Like, I want it my way when you buy it, and then also my way if I ever need to give you the money back. I hope you guys got that, but I never want to try to explain that again. It's annoying. But speaking of annoying, I have to change tracks. So I'll go to Zolty Vorota, and then I'll change to Liberberezhna, my old teaching hood. Yeah, I love how the metro always comes on time. Well, now I'm going to transfer to the red line. I hope I can get there in time. I gotta start at 11:15, but it's quite a far trip, to be honest. A lot of people that live on the left bank hardly ever come to the city center, but it is what it is, guys. The other feared annoying thing is when there's an air alarm, which sometimes can last hours. The trains stop running to the left bank because they have to cross a bridge. It's dangerous. Luckily, there's not an air alarm right now. Just down on the left and get a little exercise in the stairs. Don't worry, if it's open, it's never that high. It won't be like the crazy high ones, just a little bit high. Sometimes I like taking the stairs. Well, I like taking the metro because it forces me to get some steps in and some flights in. Here we go. That wasn't too bad. I think all the hikes up to the lake had helped. All right, we're gonna pass a Fishotic, and we're gonna go to the left bank all the way to Liberbrezhina. Never seen this orange train before. Alright, we have made it to my Liberbrezhina, guys. There we go. I got 7 minutes to get to class, guys. Let's see if I can make it. I think I'll be alright. Alright, so on the metro, I got a bunch of messages. Well, check your messages. Turns out there was an air raid last night. I just didn't hear any explosions, so I slept normally. But my more prudent friends, they went to the shelter, and turns out it was a long air raid again. It went from midnight till 6:46 a.m. So imagine that. You're getting ready for bed, maybe even in bed already. Air raid starts. You go to the shelter and you're like, okay, maybe it'll be short, maybe it'll be half an hour, I can go back to bed. And you're up all night until the morning. It's terrible. It's one of my friends that I do jiu-jitsu with, and she, is worried because the last 2 nights, Russia has bombed so many homes and so many lives were lost that she didn't want to take the risk. But now, she basically sat on the cold floor for a whole night.
Ukraine's capital on fire again. The aftermath of one of the largest Russian aerial attacks of this conflict. On the ground, another terrifying night for Ukrainians.
Honestly, I personally spent this night under the stairs at home where we usually hide during such an attacks.
Local officials say roughly 370 drones and missiles were involved in the Russian assault, killing at least a dozen people, including children. Ukrainian forces fired back.
Late on Friday night, Ukraine's anti-aircraft defense systems lit up the sky to protect Kyiv from a massive Russian drone and missile attack. While much was intercepted, the strikes triggered fires and strewed debris throughout the city. Many of the damaged buildings were apartment complexes.
The night was pretty bad because there were constant explosions.
An air alert remained in effect for more than 7 hours, and many people took shelter in the subway stations. In the morning, residents surveyed the damage.
I wish they'd agree to a ceasefire, to bomb people like this. Poor children. My 3-year-old granddaughter was screaming scared. I hope Russians will accept a ceasefire, but Putin doesn't want to. I hope he dies.
What's really annoying is when people say, oh, but Russians are also suffering from this war. Russians are, both Russians and Ukrainians are losing their lives and their lives are affected. It's not true, guys. And to say that and put them on an equal footing, it's just rude to all the Ukrainians who are suffering. I, fortunately, am kind of an idiot because I can stay or I can leave. So I can go, guys. Also, I sleep through these air alarms because I'm a heavy sleeper and I kind of don't care as much about my life as I probably should. So I've taken the gamble, I've taken the risk saying, if Russia is gonna bomb me, at least I'll sleep. Because to go to the shelter every single night, every time there's an air raid, is also not a way to live. But people in Moscow, once every like 8 months, there's a few drones that go into Moscow hitting actual military targets. And people are like, oh yeah, but you know, look at us suffering in Moscow. People in Moscow don't care, dude. I watch videos from Moscow all the time. From personal people that I used to know before the war, who are still there for some reason, just to see what's going on. And their lives are very normal compared to Kyiv. Russia can stop the war anytime they want. People hate on Zelensky all the time for some reason. It's Putin who is attacking. Zelensky just wants to defend his country. And you could say, yeah, maybe, you know, Zelensky should just give it up. Ukrainians should just give up their land. People don't understand what giving up means. When you surrender your land, you're surrendering all people's homes that they've worked hard. You surrender their lives, their children. It's not just land, guys. It's the livelihood and generations of people.
Here, Russian soldiers are accused of doing more than destroying homes. 2 women say they raped them too.
What that son of a bitch did to me was horrible. He forced me to... I can't talk about it. I'm ashamed and scared.
She shows us where Russian soldiers fired a shot in her home in March. She says she heard them say their names. One was Oleg, the other Danya.
Danya started to pull me by the hood. I told him it's painful. He said, come with me.
She says they dragged her down the street to her neighbor's small farmhouse. There, a grandmother, her daughter's husband, and her grandson were all inside sleeping when the soldiers arrived. What happened when the soldiers showed up at your house?
And you don't understand what happens when Russian soldiers occupy your area. They rape, they loot, they kill. It's terrible, guys. Like whether or not they rebuild, like they are rebuilding some apartments in Mariupol, they're rebuilding destroyed houses and then giving them or selling them to Russians who move in. That's not fair. Like imagine you bought your house, someone destroys it, and then they resell it to someone else. Like that's not fair. And then they kidnap the children, and then they re-educate them to hate Ukraine and hate the West. And if somehow you don't think that's happening, this is just the Ukrainian or American propaganda, I wish it wasn't true. I wish that Russia is just a political thing and say like, oh, who cares who rules you or not? If Russia didn't actually attack and they just threatened to in 2022 and somehow they got a pro-Russian president in and nobody died, no homes were killed, it'd be a completely different story. But the fact that they came, they raped people in Bucha and Irpin, they looted, they destroyed their homes, they flattened all of Mariupol, and I personally know people who have been through that, have suffered through that, a lot of people, including ones that I've let live in my house for months. So I know very well what Russia does when you surrender to them. But unfortunately, I can't stop that. So all I can do is do my little part and help these kids learn English and hopefully they can adapt if they ever need to. Hopefully it's here. Is it here?
Hello, nice to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Where are you?
Oh, I survived. Nice to see everybody again. How are you?
Nice.
It's been a long time.
Hi.
You remember me still?
Yes, I do.
Good. I also remember you. It's so sweet. Are you often holding hands like this?
Yes. Every day.
And you were just talking about how living in tough times, it connects.
Да, connect.
Yes. Why are you blocking it? It's nice. Okay. Well, it was very nice to talk to you. Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
Enjoy your breaks.
Thank you.
And I will see you guys next time. Nice to see you. Budvi. Bye-bye. Nice to see you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. All right, so it was really nice. We just had a class, and this was just like an English conversation, speaking club where they can get used to talking to a native English speaker as well as they can just practice speaking English. And there was no format this time. We kind of just caught up because a lot has happened in the last 4 months. Some of them were talking about the war and how it's been affecting them, especially the last few nights with the rocket attacks. But also just like normal stuff, like about life in Kyiv and the winter and all that stuff. So it's been really nice to catch up. And then we're gonna have one more class after this, after this little break. Guys, thank you so much for nice meeting again. I missed you guys. And I wish you a very happy summer. And thank you for speaking with me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for visiting.
You're welcome. Thank you as well to the amazing teacher.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have one more class, and then call it a day. Hello, nice to you. These bells are so nice. So much better than our school bells. Hello, everyone. Hi. Nice to see you again after so long.
Selection of a president of this of our district. Yeah. Good
Nice
luck.
to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And everyone, it's been nice to talk to you again as well. I'll see you next time. Enjoy your summer.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Right. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Camila. Was video.
She gave me nice chocolates, but I want to share with all the students. And also, you need to have some also.
I can't, I'm dieting.
Oh no.
Because of my pancreas.
Oh no.
But I'm glad.
All right. So, bye-bye. Hello, привет. Hello, hello. All right. So class just ended, and now I got to go meet the real estate agent and my lawyer and the seller to try to discuss the terms of the apartment deal. It's so stupid, guys. I wish we didn't have to waste this time, but hopefully we can do something. And it's really nice that she gave me chocolates. All right, so I have less than an hour to get to the real estate office, but I need some food. So maybe I can get myself one of these. Oh, it's closed. Crap. Oh no. This was where I used to get my samosas at. I'm so mad. I guess I could have got a shawarma, but must have been better. Actually, this place is closed as well. That's really sad to see businesses closed. I wonder why. Alright, at least this place is still open. We'll have a Samsung or something. I'm gonna have myself a little Samsa or chubarek or something. Alright, I'm gonna order myself one Samsa and one chubareki. This plov looks good too, actually. Alright, I got off at Cherska, which I don't get off at. Go meet this freaking English agent, which is a stupid deal. Trying to buy this apartment has been so frustrating. I kind of just want to give up, but because I'm in a deposit already, I can't just walk away from it, and I need a place to live. So it's not like I don't have another great option, but this seller is being so hard. Luckily, the real estate agent also agrees with it, so hopefully this meeting we can kind of confront him and be like, hey man, stop making things difficult. If you want to sell it or not. Check. The GPS are being scrambled, which means there's probably a air raid alert, because it looks like I'm on the river embankment, but obviously I'm here in the city center, but actually I need to be on the other side of the street. Thank God for KFC as a landmark. Alright, I'm back at this office. I really hope that this real estate agency helps get the deal through. It doesn't try to scam me out of my money. About time, earn your freaking commission now. Hello, hello. I'm just waiting for Andre, the lawyer, to come again. It's a bit late. It's raining. Everyone else is here already. I see him. Andre, привет.
I missed with the address specifying Konowalca 44 instead 44A. There's a tire accident upon the building.
Oh, that's far, yeah.
І перекладача, це подвійний диплом.
Добре. Чи витрати за складення та оформлення щодо сплачення нотаріуса? Озвучили, що нотаріус сколько там, 4 или 5 тисяч. Поэтому ніхто вас не обманывал.
Ваш нотаріус вже, в принципі, пішла. Підняти. Вона ж здійснює Україна про державний мир. Так, там стоїть написано.
Oh, guys. So, the seller is being very, very difficult. And he wants, like, all these, random things, like, and he's trying to change the agreement from before. He wants me to pay his taxes all of a sudden, even though, like, it's not normal for the buyer to do that. But also, last time when we put down the deposit, we agreed to all these terms just so we don't, like, waste our time. But now he's like, no, I want this, I want this, I want this. Then the agents, the real estate agents, they told him he's being unfair. So he's like, and then he obviously thinks my lawyer is being unfair to him. So then he calls the notary on the phone, on speakerphone, and the notary also is taking my side and saying he's being difficult. And then he's like, well, I don't like that notary. So he called a different one. And also, again, they're telling him he's being ridiculous. So hopefully he's going to listen to these 4 people and realize that he's just making things complicated. But if not, I don't know what to do, because he's going to try to hold on to this $1,000 deposit for as long as he can. And obviously I'm not going to just give it to him, especially for him just being difficult, you know? So we'll see, guys. I kind of wish I wasn't buying this apartment. But I feel like every deal here is complicated anyways. So that something always comes up. But this is, kind of feels like fate for me not to buy it. At the same time, you know, I'm already $1,000 in, plus the hiring the lawyer, so I'm like $2,000 in already. Plus I sold the stocks already. Plus I spent all this effort. Oh no, plus I gave Kyiv Bank fucking $650 in fees to transfer the money into Ukraine. And I spent so much time getting the money cleared so I can actually transfer it. Guys, I'm so deep into this that I hope this goes through. If not, it was a huge waste of time and money. I hear them on the phone still.
Целоваться, руки жать, когда я делала кучу ошибок. 4 часа.
Я там трохи поясню логіку цього пункту, щоб вам стало зрозуміліше, чого я, дивіться, логіка цього пункту така. На 27, не вже 28 писав, бо я знав, що ви завтра мали їхати.
Guys, after 2 hours, we finally agreed. 3, more than 2 hours?
4.
Oh my god, after 4 hours, we finally agreed. Thank God. And I agreed to pay an extra $250 or something.
That's the half of the administrative fee,
Yeah.
which is usually covered by the seller.
Yeah. But just to move the deal along, we're done. Thank you very much for your patience.
Just imagine that it took 3 days
Oh my
for
god.
such communication with...
Yeah, and you were talking to him on the phone. Like, it's actually good if we made a meal.
He called me. I didn't call him. He called me.
Oh god. And guys, it was never about, like, I think at the end of the day, he just was trying to get like the best possible deal. And he was like doing all this stuff to break us down and then being like, oh, actually, can you pay for half of the whatever tax? what after like we were so tired, and I think maybe that was like the thing he wanted in the first place. So I think
Who wanted that deal? Who else would give you that money?
And I calculated. I was like, you know what? If that's what you actually want, if this is what it's all about, like I'll pay the extra $260 just to let it happen. And then he was happy. So hopefully on Wednesday, next time you see a video, I'll be owning this apartment. Thank God. We'll see though. Who knows what's gonna happen on Wednesday? Might be another pain in the ass. See you. All right, Andre's gonna go to the metro. And I'm gonna walk home. Ooh, that was a crazy long day, guys. It's been a long, slightly stressful day, but it's been a good one. Hope you enjoyed this day in Ukraine, the day in Kyiv. Hope tonight will be a quiet night because we've been attacked 2 nights in a row now.